Alpine have officially unveiled their LMDh contender for the World Endurance Championship. The French auto manufacturer will make their return to hypercar in 2024, racing their new LMDh. So here are all the details you need to know as Alpine reveal their new hypercar. Alpine first announced their plans to build a hypercar prototype using the LMDh regulations in the year 2021. But this car will be set to make its debut in 2024, a year after the LMDh regulations were introduced in the WBC. So first off, what does this LMDh car actually look like? Well, here it is. This car looks really cool, and just by looking at it, it looks like it has potential to fight the entire hypercar grid. The window and headlights stand out to me as being very cool designs. I also like that the edges of the wheels are red, white, and blue, signifying Alpine's colors. We can also see at the very back that the rear lights are actually shaped in an Alpine logo, a very neat design if I might add. A fact I want to mention is that Alpine's car does have a rear wing. LMDh entries must have rear wings. Unlike Le Mans hypercars, they have a little bit more freedom. Take Peugeot's 9X8 hypercar for example. It has no rear wing. So what is the name of Alpine's challenger for 2024? Well, the French auto manufacturer have decided to call their new challenger the Alpine A424B. The 24 stands for 2024, when Alpine will debut this car. Meanwhile, the B stands for beta. The A424B will likely make its debut in the first round of the World Endurance Championship in 2024 in Qatar. Alpine probably does not have any plans to head over to IMSA with this car, considering that Alpine doesn't have the ability to race in IMSA anyway, as they don't sell cars in America just yet. However, there is potential for this hypercar to still head over to IMSA, rebadged under the Nissan banner. This was a rumor quite a while back, so I don't expect it to be happening, but who knows? It's possible since Nissan is in partnership with Renault and Mitsubishi in that alliance, and Nissan already sells road cars over in the US, so they won't be affected by the 2,500 road car rule from IMSA. The A424 Beta will use a 3.4-liter single-turbo V6 engine, and that engine will be from Mechachrome as they will power the Alpine LMDh. This car will also have a hybrid component. Alpine's LMDh will use a next-generation LMP2 Oreca chassis, the same exact chassis as Acura's ARX06. Alpine will once again partner with Signatech to run two hypercars in the World Endurance Championship, the number 36 car and the number 35 car. Signatech and Alpine have worked together in the past of the World Endurance Championship, and fun fact, Alpine has already raced in the hypercar class. If this is Alpine's first hypercar prototype, how have they participated in the hypercar class? Well, in 2021, when the hypercar regulations were introduced, Alpine jumped up to the hypercar class using an R13 Rebellion rebadged as the Alpine A480. The A480 was neither an LMH nor an LMDh. It was actually an LMP1 grandfathered car. This car was allowed to race until the end of 2022, so that meant Alpine was allowed to participate in the hypercar class for 2 seasons. The A480 achieved 2 overall victories at Monza and Sebring in 2022. That same year, Alpine was actually involved in the championship fight in the hypercar class with the Toyota GR010. The A480's final race in the World Endurance Championship was in 2022 at the 8 Hours of Bahrain. They achieved 3rd place in that event. Alpine temporarily stepped down to LMP2 for 2023, but will once again return to hypercar in 2024 with the A424 Beta. With Alpine returning to the top-level category of the World Endurance Championship, this means Alpine will return to the 24 Hours of Le Mans, fighting for overall victory. Alpine has tasted victory at the 24 Hours of Le Mans all the way back in 1978 with the Alpine A424B. This was a joint effort between Alpine and the French manufacturer's parent company, Renault. The A424B was the first car to beat the all-dominant Porsche 936, which won in 1976 and 1977. 1978 remains to be Alpine's only victory at the 24 Hours of Le Mans. According to Sportscar 365, Alpine's LMDh will do its first ever fire-up on June 28th, and will do its first rollout in late July. If you would like to see the full article, I've posted a link to it in the description down below. As for the WEC drivers of these Alpines, it's unconfirmed at this moment, but we expect the majority of Alpine's roster from the LMP2 grid to be joining Hypercar in 2024. So there's the news. Alpine has revealed their LMDh contender, the A424 Beta, that will start racing in 2024. What do you think of Alpine's LMDh? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments section. If you are interested in endurance racing, this is the channel to subscribe to. Do so to the left as I make content weekly on the WEC and IMSA. If you want to see another video right now, I suggest clicking one of the options to the right of your screen. So that's it for me. I'll see you in the next video.